Questo è un film, sì, insomma, presentato come horror, ma io l'ho trovato un film molto politico e mi è piaciuta molto, ho amato la narrazione che fa del discorso sull'eutanasia, sulla dolce morte in qualche maniera. Per cui, insomma, volevo chiederle un approfondimento su questo e sul perché questo è ancora un tabù in molti paesi, per molte persone.
What the guys, the technologists, the great leaders of our world at the moment, you know, from Jeff Bezos to, you know, Elon Musk, they're all trying not to die. They're all spending billions in working out, is there a way that you can make life last forever? And I think what Kelson says is that death is part of our cycle. It's part of what we are. And we all belong to it. You can't avoid it. It's medieval in a way. It's always been with us, hasn't it? It used to be religious, but now it's, and you know, there was an idea of an afterlife and all that, but it's still the fact that it's an equalizer. It makes us all part of the same family. And we may try to create enemies, you know, monsters, all that kind of stuff, the bad, the good, and judge. There's so much judgment goes on in the world at the moment. But we all belong, our destiny is all the same. It's exactly the same, no matter whether you're Elon Musk or whether you're the poorest person on the planet living in a slum in Bangladesh. Your destiny is exactly the same. And you learn something from the fact you can't avoid that. That's what Kelson's reminding people of. And then he builds a memorial to them, which dignifies them, even in their death, when they should, everybody else would turn away from them because they don't want to know about death. They want to save their life as much as possible. But you respect the dead. I think it's a great tradition. It's a healthier person that does respect those who've fallen, those who've passed away before us.
Lei ha parlato di religione, il film inizia con il padre perché mi hai abbandonato e finisce con una croce rovesciata, senza entrare troppo nel merito. Questo discorso sulla religione non è il centro del film, ovviamente, però l'idea cosa si può vedere? La religione fallisce in certe situazioni o è l'umanità che rifiuta, cioè, un certo pensiero religioso?
Very interesting. You've picked up on that. It's very important in the second film. It comes back in the second film. And it's very much a part of the trauma that the boy goes through is very acute, partially physical and partially spiritual trauma that he goes through in seeing his father, who is a leader of the community in a religious sense, turn into a leader of the infected. He literally leads them out of the church. So that comes back in the second film. And that line that you mentioned from the cross, from Jesus on the cross, the line of despair is very acute. And it's part of the horror scenario that you go into. There are more religious references in the second film, and the second film is about, this first film is about the nature of family in many, many different ways. The second film, but there are seeds in it that plant what the second film is about. And the second film is about the nature of evil. And that's where the inverted cross comes from. That's why that will also be manifest in the second film as well. In terms of my own perspective on it, I'm more of Alex Garland, the screenwriter, is an absolute hardcore atheist. Kind of will not give an inch on it. I'm slightly more agnostic. I believe in a spiritual dimension to some degree. I'm not quite sure how it manifests itself, certainly not in organised religion. But it's interesting that the community that we draw upon clearly don't appear to have any religious leaders. They appear to lead a secular life. And the religious may appear later on in our story, either in a wholesome or a deeply unwholesome way.
A very short one. C'è un momento molto divertente sulla foto della ragazza dello svedese, insomma, rifatta, c'è un discorso sull'estetica. che viene in un momento in cui questo mondo è molto legato all'apparenza, alla perfezione. Per cui volevo a questo punto una battuta molto veloce da lei sull'importanza dell'imperfezione e sull'accettarla, sulla difficoltà di accettarla, ma sulla necessità di accettarla.
Oh yeah, what's he called? The great Turkish poet said, I think he said that it's the crack where the light gets in. It's the imperfection where light enters, where understanding enters, not perfection. You don't really get understanding with perfection. And it's in imperfection that you get understanding, true knowledge. And I personally feel that's true. When we make the films, we try to, you have this battle with the camera crew, usually, who want everything to be perfect. And I don't want anything to be perfect. I want it to shake and be not quite stable, to be slightly unstable, so that you're not looking at a work of art that's finished, you're looking at something unfinished, that you have a part to play in reacting or negotiating with it in your own way, really. So it doesn't feel distant or aloof from you. So yes, I'm a big fan of imperfection. I like using these cameras because they're not quite perfect. They throw up challenges which you have to try and solve, or you never solve, and the imperfection remains. But it's through that I think you get a humanity rather than something, impossibly perfect.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Good question.